everyone, and welcome back to Humble Acres. My name's Jordan. I'm here with my son, and we are going to be taking some of these cars to scrap, and I also have another idea as well. So pretty much all of this metal here is scrap metal. This rake is never going to work. I cannot figure out what's wrong with it, but it's basically scrap metal. I guess you could use it for parts, but there's so many of these sitting around where I live, it really doesn't matter. So probably going to end up taking that to scrap. The blue car or green car, however you want to see it, it's a Mazda. This engine has zero compression. It was overheated extremely and the piston rings are shot in it. So this one's scrap. This Lexus LS400, this is actually the car I got the engine out of for my Falcon. So this doesn't have an engine or transmission in it. And I actually ripped apart a lot. You can see the interior is pretty well taken apart. And that's because I got all the wiring harness and everything out of this as well for my Falcon. So I needed the ECU and all that engine wiring harness. So that car is pretty much scrapped out. The body's actually in really good shape on it. But it was a police seizure car. So it basically couldn't be registered again, and I actually only paid $500 for this entire car. So it was a great deal. That engine was well worth that. So yeah, I'm gonna take this to scrap and hopefully get maybe 300 bucks for it or something. That'd be pretty awesome. This is an SC400. It looks like some kids have drawn on it. So that's great. So this car, I was looking at it. I also bought this for the engine, but the only reason I needed this car was the oil pan. It actually has the same engine as the LS400, and the SC400 had a different oil pan. So the oil pan was back further on the SC400, and on the LS400 the oil pan was like towards the front. And I needed the oil pan, but the oil pans on eBay were really ridiculously priced. So I got this whole car for a little more than what the oil pan would have cost me. So this car, I actually junked the title, but I can revert that because I was the one that junked the title. So I could make this car road legal. And it was actually running and driving when I took it apart as well. And I still have the engine for this too. But I'm saving it as more of a backup engine in case I blow up the other one, which is highly unlikely, but you never know. So my idea for this one is it was originally a rear-wheel drive car, and as you can see, the hood is pretty long in this one. So I was kind of looking at it the other day. You can see there is just a massive amount of room in there. And these cars you could have actually gotten with a straight six engine in them. The 2JZ engine, it would have been non-turboed in this car. I was actually thinking this could be a good candidate for that diesel engine. Put that Perkins in it. It'd probably stick out the hood quite a bit, but we don't need a hood. So yeah, that's what I'm kind of thinking. I already have this car. It basically would cost me nothing. I need to put those wheels on this car though, because this is the one we're going to load up for scrap today. The wheels off of here I want to put on here. They should be this exact same. Hopefully they fit around the big brake calipers in the front. I don't know for sure, but they should. I think this is a 92 and that's a 1990. So they should be close enough. But yeah, I'm thinking we put a manual transmission in this with that Perkins engine sticking out the hood. I think that'd be pretty cool. It's already rear-wheel drive, so it's kind of easy. I don't know. Let me know in the comments what you think about that, but I thought it'd be kind of funny. Anyway, let's get this on the trailer. We're going to leave the wheels on it so we can actually kind of roll it around. We'll push it onto the trailer, and then once it's on the trailer, we'll take the wheels off and switch them over to this car. I think that's the plan because it's just going to be a lot easier to move it around with the wheels. And then we're going to take this, since it's on wheels, and pull it up to the house because I don't want the car sitting down here and kids keep riding on it or break windows like they did in this car. Which this car, I've taken so many parts off this. Very well worth it. But yeah, I took the engine and transmission out for a different car that had a blown engine. I removed some of the front crash stuff because I bought another car that was crashed in the front, so I scrapped that out of here. I sold the ECU out of this with the ignition. That got me a lot of money. Yeah, I've just taken so many parts off of this car, and it's paid for itself quite a few times now, because I think I bought this at Copart for like $300, I think. Maybe it was $400, something like that, but it was actually running and driving too. It had just been rear-ended, so I actually used this as a track car for a while too, and then I tore the engine out and then ripped it apart and used it for parts. But yeah, I got my money out of that one. So that one needs to go to the scrap yard too. But anyway, enough blabbering. Let's get this Lexus onto the trailer. All right, we got it on there. Now we're going to strap it down and then take it up to the house, get the wheels off of it, just drop it down in the bed of the trailer, because once I get to the scrap yard, they can just take the crane and get it off there. And then come down here, put the wheels on the SC400, and then we'll pull that up to the house. This is a rather steep hill, so I tried getting up and I only got a little ways, so I'm gonna have to get some speed. So hopefully we make it and it doesn't just pull us back down the hill. So cross your fingers. Well, we made it. Probably would have been better if I didn't have the stability control on. Didn't realize that was on until about halfway up, so we made it though, so that's good. All right, we got all the wheels off. It's sitting on the trailer now. So I think what we're gonna do now is take this to the scrap yard, because I potentially sold one of my other cars, so I need to get my trailer free because he might need me to deliver it, but I don't know. Anyway, I need my trailer, so I'm going to, I think we're both gonna take this to the scrap yard real quick. It's not too far away. It's kind of far away, but anyway. Take this there, get rid of it, and then we'll come back and move the SC400, get these wheels put on, everything. Which I was looking, both of the back tires are flat, and one of them was off the bead as well. So I think these are 15-inch, if I remember right. Yeah, they're 15-inch, and I'm pretty sure I have some other 15-inch tires. So I might just throw the other tires on real quick, because these ones are in pretty bad shape. So yeah, that's the plan. So let's go to the scrap yard. All right, we are back from the scrapyard. As you can see, we got that dumped off there. I got $180 for it, or $184 for it. So, I mean, it only weighed 2,600 pounds. Because, yeah, I think the vehicle weight on the tag was 4,800. So, I took quite a bit of stuff off that car. So, I don't know. I mean, it wasn't doing me any good sitting here anymore. So, it's nice to have the cash, I guess. Anyway, I got these 4 wheels and tires all pumped up. So I'm gonna lift this car up with the tractor and put these wheels on. Hopefully they fit. These front calipers on this car are a lot bigger than the LS400 are. So hopefully they'll fit on there. We'll see. I don't remember the actually we could probably look in here, see what the stock size is. Or not. Is it on the door? It's on the door. Stock wheel size, it does not say. Apparently it doesn't say. Alright, well, maybe it's on the passenger door, but these hinges on this door are crazy too. Like, it's just really cool. And the door like goes forward in front of the fender too. It's just crazy. But they tried to make it so it wouldn't sag because this door is extremely heavy. So, anyway. We will get this on there and see where we go from there, I guess. I think I'm gonna move this Civic out of the way so I can just come straight at the front of it. There's a fence on the other side, so it's kind of hard to pick this up. And I probably need to move it this way as well because that fence is kind of close on the other side. Nope. Darn it. Caliper's too big. Bummer. I'll have to go get some other ones. It's nice to have a bunch of extra rims laying around. So these came off of another car. They're actually Lexus rims, but I forget what size they are. They're 18-inch. So I know these fit on here because I had them on here for a little bit, but I took them off to put on another car. And anyway, let's put these on. I know they'll fit, and then we can get this moved. This tiny little rope. I don't know where my chains went. I tend to lose everything, so I'm sure they're around, but get this hooked on. Hopefully the car will just follow. I don't really know. I don't know if there's a lock on it. The wheel's locked, that might be another problem. No, I don't think there's a wheel lock. Oh, the key's in it, so don't have to worry about that. Alright, so let's hook this up, pull it back. The follow is really nice though. I don't know which way to go. I guess we'll go this way. Maybe we should go find our chain real quick. Because I don't really want to pull this up that hill with this rope. Because if it snaps, it's just gonna roll all the way back down the hill and smash into something. We got the chain, we're good to go. I think that was broken before. Floppy mirror syndrome. Alright, well, yeah, I guess we'll get this attached and then pull back. I think this back tire is seized up, or the brakes are on. I don't know, one of the two, but try to get this pulled back there. I'm kind of destroying my yard, but whatever. It's already terrible. Alright, we got this set up here. We are making a mess in the yard here, but whatever. You guys that don't realize this is basically Lexus version of the Supra. So Toyota had the Supra and Lexus had this. Toyota and Lexus are the same company, you should know that hopefully. These came with the same engine, except this you could get a V8 in. The Supra you couldn't ever get a V8 in. This one had the V8 because it's an LS400. It was the 1UZ Toyota V8. Alright, I've just been pushing this around. I don't know where I need to put it, but I can't put another rear tire on it. I was gonna lift the whole thing up and then just back the trailer under it, but I can't lift the whole thing up. I even took some of the tires that were in there out and just to kind of lighten the load, but I can barely lift it off the ground, but I can't get any higher than that. There is one tire on the back. I was gonna put another tire on the other side on the back, lift up the front and then push onto the trailer, but the hub on the other side is all taken apart. There's no hub there to mount the wheel. So I'm just gonna back the trailer up to it right here, lift the front up and just shove it on the trailer. I think that's my only option at this point. The Sequoia looks a little funny. Well, for the most part it's on there, so Gonna get strapped down, get up to the house. I'm gonna take that other wheel off that's on there because they'll charge you at the scrapyard if you have tires on there. So I'm gonna take that off, keep it. I never know, I'll need another wheel and tire, so.
So we have to take this tire off. Because they don't want this tire. Think they'll be closing by we get there. Then we have to drag it up to get this tire off of it. Yeah. Bye. What? Is taking cars to the scrapyard. Bye.
Thank you everyone for watching. We'll see you in the next one.